Alright. Here we go, we are watching the game, and we have multiple teams. Good luck, have fun, Keron. And my shotgun still doesn't work. Settings. Alright, now it works. Had to reset the thing. So, we are watching the game. Does GOG work on Mac? I have no idea, but maybe with Wine. Maybe with Wine I shall match. I know they don't distribute the game on Mac anymore. But what I do know is... I don't know if it works on Mac, honestly. But there might be tutorials to install it through Wine. I'm not sure if it would. It works on Linux. I'm playing on Linux right now and it's using Wine. So maybe that would work too on Mac. Because I know Mac also has a Wine, right? It's just a little bit less effective than the one from Linux. But for an old game like this, it probably would work. I would try it. Maybe it works better than on Windows. It works better for me. I'm on Linux and it never crashed. I mean, it's working very, very well. I had more issues playing that game on Windows than I had on Linux. Yeah, you let me know if you have any, if it works well or doesn't, and maybe I can find you some help. I rediscovered Warcraft 2 a couple of weeks ago. Well, I'm glad that you found us. I don't know if you're good or not at the game, but if you're not, just you know, rest assured that we don't care if you're not good. We'll get you there eventually, and what matters really is that you are able to have fun on the game. As long as you're able to have fun, you'll be perfectly good enough. Because, you know, if you're having fun, it's very likely you're gonna be good anyway in a few weeks. I've never played multiplayer before, but I could make Paulo look good. That's good. That's good. It's a joke, you know, but Paulo isn't that bad anymore. He isn't that bad anymore, so if you died to Paulo, don't, you know, rest assured, a lot better players than you already fell to Paulo. Paulo has destroyed Nighttime a few times. Paulo has managed to even kill me with a tower rush one time where I saw him tower rushing me and I let him do it because I was like, oh, it's Paulo. But then again, you see, everybody can can win. It's what it is. It happens. Alright, so we have a nice choke here from Yellow, Mr. Daybreak, sending an axe thrower to try and break that, but the tower was stronger than the axe thrower, and unfortunately that was too much for him. The axe thrower was killed. I'm just kidding, I've seen some of your previous videos with you lecturing him. I've learned a lot. Yeah, Paulo and I have a long time relationship. He's been new to the channel 3 years ago, and so when I see him complaining that he's not getting that he's not getting it, or that it's too hard, or whatever, I get a bit annoyed because I know he can do so much more. So I try to push him a little bit more than I would another player. You see why he's dropping this, although he still has some to deal with here. We are a little bit close, but not yet. Still have to chop this one. See, and yeah, that's good. That's done for this. We are almost done for it. Lots of players have a plan. This one is 4 tiles away. It's daybreak. So Hades and Norviks fighting it up a little bit. Hades with the guard tower hitting that barracks, and Norviks does not have an answer yet. Probably a little bit afraid of going for a catapult just yet. But yeah, to come back to you, I did coach way worse players than Paolo in the past. People that were starting from far below the level of Paolo now. And they have become much better at the game than they used to be. Norviks, when he joined us, was really weak, and now he's a decent player that can hold his own against a player like Hades, which is far more experienced than him. And yet he's holding his own a little bit. I mean, he has a catapult. He's fighting it off. He's making a very nice stand for himself, and it's pretty strong. I like that. Okay, is he going to go for that catapult? Oh no! Still enough grunts over there. Those grunts taking a lot of damage from that base, from that guard tower. And he got it. Very nice indeed. He can move that. He will be able to break that choke point with the catapult. And he's actually winning against the choke of Hades here. So I love it. Hades is getting ogres though, so that's a little bit scary. We are a little bit far from getting ogres ourselves here. And we can see that here it's done. I mean, if he wants to get the hole, he can. And he will. He just did. So no, we haven't worked forward yet to get this. Blue is nighttime, and he already has worked a little bit himself to get there. So nighttime is with Black Hat, and he is with Hades here in orange. And they are facing daybreak, so I hope we're gonna see something eventually from nighttime against daybreak. Because daybreak is the one that they want to focus on. Daybreak has so much. Look at that. So many ogres already, and he's level 4, so that's a lot of troops for sure. Daybreak made almost 0. Like, he made a few grounds, but here we go. Catch them unlusted. That's nice. Black Hat catching the ogres of daybreak a little bit unlusted. And this is where we want nighttime to be aggressive, because nighttime needs to be attacking daybreak at this time when red is attacking him too. It's a bit unfortunate what happened here, but that was a beautiful death and decay, and I think it was done by... Yeah, I don't see it. Don't see where the decay was, but... At the same time, on the top side here, we can see that the lusted ogres of Hades have finally broken Norviks here, so although he did last pretty good and he had the catapult, he did not manage to push in time, and now he's a little bit struggling against Hades. But so far so good. Seems like Nighttime is just playing passively for now. He's not really pushing it forward. You can see another decay is gonna go in and hit the expansion of Black Hat. Black Hat is gonna try and punish him. What? Daybreak saw this. Daybreak saw that decay. I'm hoping that Nighttime will do the same. Nighttime needs to do the same, honestly. And he could from this side. If Nighttime was sending a Death Knight like this one, for example, over here, he would be able to hit Daybreak as well. That would be game changing. We can see at the top side Hades here is doing a pretty good job with his Lusted Ogres. Although that was a nice sap. Defensive sap from Purple, actually. Keron is doing a pretty good job with his Lusted Ogre as well. Keron is actually really dealing well with Nighttime. He's really, in my opinion, he's winning against Nighttime. And Nighttime really has waited so long to send a Death Knight here. I don't even know if it crossed his mind to do it. Which would have been game changing, honestly. That Death Knight would have been super good. Okay, Nighttime has a nice Death and Decay, but is killing his own farm. So far so good, he will survive this, which is kind of important. You can see Keron is trying to kill as many peons as he can inside the base of Nighttime. Eventually 3 will be the count. And now there's Death Knights coming from everywhere. And nice, actually Orange is gonna do it. So Orange has sap to the center, and now he's sending some Death Knight forward to deal with Yellow here, with Daybreak. Daybreak is gonna be attacking Black Hat from the back. Black Hat has a 2v1 choke point set up, but these ogres are just lusting each other. But there's a Death Knight from the back here, and it's gonna hit that tower. And that might be just enough to break through. We don't have enough ogres, do we? No, we don't. Daybreak is pushing forward with his ogres, and we have very little ogres left for Black Hat. Although they do have lust, and they had the time to lust each other. We still need to mine. We have another Death Knight coming across here, and it might be doing the final blow to Black Hat. There we go, we have 2 decays. Fortunately, that might be just what would kill him. We don't have vision over here. Unfortunately, a Zeppelin would be nice. Daybreak is gonna hit Orange now, and that's pretty bad issue. On the bottom side here, it's Daybreak versus the world now. Daybreak is the only one alive. Yeah, White is not gonna be able to hold that, and Purple has pretty much lost every peon. I know he has 1 there, but He's kind of almost dead. You can see that yellow is basically the only one fighting really with some strength. And he's finally going to be hit by nighttime. Is that choke point destroyed? He's going to send some more ogres over here to try and make sure that he catches those grunts and ogres, but he does have a lot of units. That's a lot of ogres from orange. Daybreak's still on his main gold mine, what? Use the Death Knights, kill the ogres. They need to kill those. Keron leaves the game. Just Norviks and Daybreak. Finally they are gonna go for the hole. Still mining gold from here. And they got his main gold mine, which he still had 2,000 in it. Yeah, orange is nailing this. Hades has this, I think. Daybreak is calling the GG, and that's gonna be it. GG indeed. I got this, Norviks says. He's got this. He's rebuilt. The mighty Norviks. Oh no, he died. Black Hat has been there before, Goblin. He's played with us before. Listen. Sometimes you do have to, though. Sometimes you have to. Rip. No, he's been there before. In the past.